What is up, you guys? CeCe Clemons, aka Vibin Weirdo. Hope all is well. I didn't think I was gonna watch this movie because of the runtime. 3.5 hours, what? But I did anyways, and I had a pretty good time with it. This focuses on the Osage tribe, where members of that tribe were pretty much getting killed off for money, for profit, because they were on like a gold mine worth of oil. So there you go. Just like another story of just greed. Like, what's new? Yay. All right. So yes, this runtime is 3.5 hours with trailers. It's going to be a 4-hour trip and visit to the movies. When I saw how long it was months back, I was like, yeah. These type of movies also aren't like my cup of tea. I'm not a big timepiece person or Western crime dramas. That's not something I'm big into, but there was nothing else that came out this weekend, and I kind of needed an escape anyways, and what better place to do that than the movies for 4 hours? That you can't get more of an escape than that. I just hope that the content was really good. I hope that what I watched was good, and I was very pleased with it. I don't even have to tell you the acting was phenomenal. Leo DiCaprio freaking just playing his part. I hated his freaking character, which means he's doing a great job as an actor. But also had some sort of like sympathy for him too, which was weird. I hate that he made me feel that way. Lily Gladstone, she played Molly Burkhart, and Molly, I could just slap the crap out of. Like, how in the world, honey, could you not tell? How did you not know what is going on? But that's just me, because I know like the history, and I educated myself on what happened before I walked into the movies. But great acting all across the board. Robert De Niro, freaking just gangster, man. Like, he always delivers. Even like today, he just kills it. So, and Martin Scorsese, very well directed movie. I'm not a huge fan of his prior work. I don't know if I've seen his prior work, but this was a very well directed movie. You could tell that he really put a lot of time and effort into telling the story in the way that it should be, and in all its rawness and realness, the brutalness of like everything that happened. Didn't shy away from anything. I haven't read the book, won't, because I'm not a book reader, but I feel like, you know, he definitely took notes from the book and stayed true to the historical aspects of it as far as what really happened. You could definitely feel a love and care and respect for the Osage tribe today and from the past. He definitely wanted to shed light on this terrible thing that happened to their community. So I really felt that, and it was it turned into a great watching experience for me. I didn't watch this in IMAX because the time frame of which it started and ended was not going to work for me to have a good night rest. So I watched it at a standard showing, and it was great. It was a good experience. I don't think IMAX is necessary for a movie like this, unless you're just like die hard crazy about like just a little bit better quality sound effects. But yeah, there was nothing in there that made me go like, oh man, this needs to be on IMAX. Even though the movie was beautifully shot. And it just goes down to the color, Leonardo DiCaprio's teeth, like his costume, just props, everything was really good. I truly felt like I was in the 1920s. Now, the only thing I wasn't sure of is like how they spoke, like the Osage women, the Native American women, they didn't like have any accents whatsoever, but I know that they grew up like with this kind of like mixture. They had like white people around and grew up in that environment. So I don't know if that's how they really sounded, but that part didn't feel like I don't know if they sounded like that back in the day. Of course, when they spoke in their native tongue, like, you know, perfect. But whenever they spoke English, it just didn't, I don't know. I wasn't sure if like that's how they really sounded, but they could have. I have no idea. But it wasn't to the point where it like bothered me and took away from the movie at all. Even though this had a longer runtime than Oppenheimer, I enjoyed this way more. This was way more engaging and intriguing to me than Oppenheimer. Of course, it didn't like focus on just one person. You had like the main character that they honed in on, but I just was way more engaged on this one. There was no point that I felt sleepy or tired or ready to go. To the point where even though this was a 3.5 hour movie, it felt like it was like a 2.5 hour movie. That's how like well paced it was. Very, very great with the pacing. And yeah, overall, I would say this was a great film. A great film. Still not my cup of tea in general, but for what it was and to be able to catch my attention for 3.5 hours, I'll have to say it's a great film. There was a few things I didn't love about the end, but there was some parts of it that I could like respect and appreciate. Yep, and that is all. So I would give this a solid like a 4.5 out of 5. This was a great movie. If you are into these type of films, I would watch it. If you have the time, I would absolutely go for it. And yeah, check it out on the big screen. This was a great film, and I do not regret watching it whatsoever. All right, y'all, those are my thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drink your water as always. Have a great day. Peace. Shoryuken!